I'm Larry.
I'm Christine.
And we're the Silver Wanderers. Welcome to Dalyan River.
Yep.
The apartment hotel Dalyando. This is where we're hanging for a couple of days. How are ya? So we got a little overcast day today, but it's still warm. And the sun's supposed to come out a little later, so we're doing the tour and trying to find some place to exchange some US cash. So this is the morning walk along the riverfront road, I guess. Everything on my left is riverfront property, and then Dalyan stretches out to my right. Yesterday this was jam-packed, so we'll see how the rest of today turns out. It almost has like a Caribbean feel to it. These are banana trees, eh? Look at those lovelies. Just coming into season. Everywhere else we were this week, they're just not quite ready. So the pomegranates are ready here in Dalyan.
These tombs overlooking Dalyan were carved by the Lycians, who thrived not far from here in Kaunos, one of the Lycian League cities. It's believed they were carved around the 4th century BC. These rock-cut tombs can be found all along the Lycian Way here, a trail that stretches from Fethiye to Kanyalti, about 750 kilometers, and connects most of the area's ancient cities and sites.
Mountain and Seas Travel. Small group eco tours. Wonder what that what that's all about. Hiking, kayaking, canyoning, cycling, camping, around and over, bird watching, and kids outdoors. So they got a bit of everything you might want here in Dalyan. And be grateful for what you have. And this is Kitia. He's our local pussycat, but he's not a very friendly one. So you don't want to be trying to be petting him. And there's the lovely Christine, ready for another daily adventure. And that was the ferry to the other side. So this is a dude and his wife that brings you over in a rowboat. But about 10 minutes down that way, there's a little 6-vehicle ferry boat you can use to get across as well. And that gets you to the side that has the ancient ruins on it, because there's no bridge, and it kind of goes from the sea down on that end, the river here, and then there's a big lake up at this other end. But it definitely has a Caribbean feel, and glad we made this trip. Let's go see the ruins. So you can stay on this side. Oh, that's a big cemetery right here. I wonder how many people are in here that have ancestors that would have been up there. What a fascinating place.
Well, it doesn't look like you can access these. Either they're closed or they're not accessible.
And fresh pomegranate juice across the street. Hello. Olives. Huh?
Olives.
Very nice. Airbnb, sweetie.
Huh?
Airbnb.
Yeah.
Don't look up.
But that wasn't, dropping.
Donkey do.
Yeah.
Wow. Wonder if those are the economy suites over there.
airplane. People out.
Yeah. And the hike to get out here is just as interesting as the towns and monuments themselves.
There's the road down to the ferry docks.
Go for it, baby.
Hi honey, flower honey. Adama dedim benim dediklerimi gönder, kendi kafasına da koymuş bir tane.
Life is good when you're a dog. Or a roadside vendor selling tea towels.
Abla işte dedim ki ben buna daha getirmeden önce çok gider.
Well, this looks like the entrance to Kaunos. What does this say? Candier. So he was saying there's some awesome view from Candier of the beach. But you gotta cross over to get to it. Now says take 2. I'm Larry.
I'm Christine.
And we're the Silver Wanderers. Welcome to Kaunos. Kaunos? Close. So the ancient city of Kaunos. This is some kind of terrace. And there's a church and some other buildings around. And the rock-cut tombs are about 15 minutes that way. So we're loading up with some water, and then we're heading in to check out the site.
So this area here was the Roman baths, and the agora was beyond that columned gate back there. So on the other side of this terrace, there's an old Byzantine church ruin that's one of the best preserved in the area.
The palestra, or the terrace.
Well, another ancient city in the books. Ready for a walk up that hill?
So this is the delta where the Dalyan River meets the sea. This all used to be flooded. The big natural harbor. And there goes the tour bus. No boat cruises today, so it's relatively empty. Not that I'm sure boat cruises make it up here. Though when we were touring and we went on the balloon ride in Pamukkale, those people bust in from Bodrum. And that was about a 3-hour drive because we did it the next day. Another amphitheater. An observatory. Wow. And that was all flooded before. And an open harbor all the way around this thing. Down there. That looks like the one in Albania.
Or mussels.
Mussels, you're right, they're mussels. They love their mussels here. Sounds like dinner. And up above the amphitheater are some ramford walls and stuff. Bit of a hike, but I guess since you're here, then this is what it looks down on. Always with the nicest of views. Not quite Taormina with the volcano, but they all have their own individual charm. And it's almost like somebody said, hey, you know, we should build an amphitheater here looking out there because that's a pretty awesome view. Maybe it's the exit. Left. The missing museum pieces. Found by Canadian tourists. But no marble big toe yet. Christine's scavenging for pottery pieces. And that's the Kaunos metro. Wonder if our Istanbul metro pass will get us a ride on this. Just lying in the ruin. The site reminds me a bit of the site at Troy.
Yeah.
Like the same stonework and except Troy, the seams were a little finer. I remember thinking they were like the ones in Machu Picchu. Remember how they were all kind of smooth and fit every corner? These ones weren't as tight fitting, but still like shaped like that. Uh-huh.
So this is the main port agora, or the marketplace. So it featured a nympheum, or a monumental fountain, a basilica, and a stoa, or a covered marketplace. So there's evidence here of a large smelter as well, which would have produced silver and brass back in the day. That must have been the stoa over there.
Editing on the fly. What happened to spell check?
Well, this pretty much wraps up our trip to the ancient city of Kaunos. Well, the entrance is right over there, so we'll head back to Dalyan for a little lunch. You ready to go there, sweetie? Looks like the harvest is going quite nicely. We'll have to grab some fresh squeezed before we head back over to Dalyan.
And here's the Kaunos, other side of the Dalyan River lunch break. Got a beautiful little restaurant here to eat in. Watching the boats come in and out. I got a gazlame with spinach and feta, and I think maybe even a little bit of potato with an awesome looking salad. And Christine's got a little
Crispy
crispy chicken wrap and some fries with mayo.
Yep.
And on the side, we have our orange juice and fresh squeezed pomegranate juice.
Mine's fresh squeezed too.
Okay, well, let's dig in. This looks too good.
Very.
We're taking the metro back across.
Mustafa! Metro de.
Sure are a lot of boats, eh?
Valla ben daha bakmıyorum. Ona
Well, that was our been there, done that for today. Kaunos, ancient city, with a ferry ride over on a little rowboat. And now I've got a board meeting call that'll hopefully only take me an hour, and we'll go out and see what we're having for dinner. I think it's a Adana kebab kind of night, but we shall see.
Well, all that's left of a perfect day today is to wander down to the river again to find a place for dinner, and then go hang out to watch the tombs light up for the night. A truly magical place, and we've only just arrived. Tomorrow we're going to take a river cruise out to the sea for a beach day at Isuzu Beach and the Loggerhead Turtle Preserve. But dinner's calling, so good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. If you like these videos, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to help us on our journey.